everybody! Today I'm going to do a video about candle magic. And candle magic is in association with the element of fire. So it's going to be a very fast, very rapid spell. If you're not familiar with the speeds of spells using the elements, I would highly recommend that you watch my elemental speed spell video. You can look on my homepage of my channel and you can scroll through and look at all the videos that I've done. Find that one and watch it before you do this. So, okay, getting on with the candle magic. First thing that I recommend that you do is, once you figure out that you do want to do candle magic, you need to figure out why you want to do it. What's your intention? What's the outcome that you want? Let's just say that you want to do like a money spell. Well, okay, figure out exactly what you want as far as money. Do you need enough money to pay your car payment, your house payment, the babysitter, whatever. So figure out your intention for that particular spell. Then figure out what color, corresponds with that particular intention. Okay, let's get back to the money. For me, money is green. It could be silver because of coin. It could be brown because of your wallet. It could be pink because that's the color of your purse. Whatever color tells you money or tells you whatever particular intention that is, that's the color that you need to use. And, okay, next thing you need to figure out what kind of candle that you're going to use. There are so many different kinds of candles. You can make your own candle. Here's some beeswax that I got from Hobby Lobby. You can pour and make your own candles. There's a lot of YouTube videos out there on how to make candles. I don't make my own candles just because I just don't have the equipment, and I just find it easier to just buy my own. So you can use like simple votive candles, little tiny ones. You can use figure candles. Here's a figure of a man and woman. Whoops. Here are two separate figures of a man and a woman. You can use pillar candles. Here's an example of a pillar candle, a large and small one. You can use taper candles. These are lots of different kinds of taper candles that you can use. Now, if you have a New Age shop near you, ask if you can buy candles by the box. This is a box of 20. I think this was like $3. I actually stocked up on a whole bunch of candles a long time ago, but they have literally every color of the rainbow and then some. So check into it. It's very cheap. Votive candles, these I prefer because they're the cheapest. You can get a bag of like 100 at Walmart for $2. So they're unscented, they're awesome. You can go to Target and get really good ones. This is actually jasmine bouquet or something. And you get at Target, you can get a box of, I think 20 for about $2 or $3, but they smell super good. So anyway, okay, so once you figure out what type of candle that you want to use, then you figure out if you want to use an oil with it. You don't have to use an oil to dress your candle. You can, you don't have to. I've heard of some people just using olive oil or vegetable oil. That's purely up to you. If you do want to use an essential oil, I would recommend that you research the herb and figure out what properties of the oil there are. But getting back to the money spell, if you want to do a money spell, one oil that I have found really good is basil oil. So you would take like your green candle and anoint it with the basil. And and as far as anointing, how to anoint it, another thing, whatever feels right for you. I've heard of people dressing it from the bottom to the top, from the top to the bottom, putting a drop of oil on top and just letting it run down and then turning it a certain way. I mean, there's so many different elaborate ways you can dress a candle. You can if you want to, you don't have to. Whatever feels right for you, that's what you need to do as far as dressing the candle. Okay, so you have your intention. And you have the color, you have the type of candle, you have figured out if you want to dress the candle or not. Then you need to figure out what you're going to use to carve the candle with. I carve all my candles, whether they're votives or, decorative as far as like shapes and whatnot. I've used a hawthorn, thorn. I don't know if you guys can see this. It's the thorn from a hawthorn tree. I've used a simple nail, and I've also used a porcupine quill that's naturally fallen. That again is up to you. I would highly recommend, if you're going to do candle magic, to carve your intentions and what you want into that candle, because that infuses that into the candle and makes it that much more powerful. And you can also, if you want, you can use a mirror with your spell. And this, to me, mirrors amplify your spell so that it works that much quicker. So, and this I got at Hobby Lobby for, I think, like $1 or $2 or something. So they're very, very inexpensive. Okay, now, the next thing you need to do is write your words of power. I have a video about that if you want to figure out your own words of power and what you want to say during the spell. Or you can just make it up as you're doing it. I am better when I'm prepared, because sometimes I usually end up starting the spell and forgetting what I was going to say because I had like something perfect in mind and I completely spaced, and I'm like, dang it. So I tend to usually write mine down real quick before, so that you don't lose your place during the spell ritual. So anyway, so you've prepped it, so I'm going to show you how to do one. You get your mirror or whatever you want to use. You can use a plate. You can use like a little candle holder or whatever. And Saint Expedite is another form of candle spell. I have a video about that as well if you want to check it out. So you get your candle and you write on the candle your intentions. And then you dress it if you want to. For votives, I just literally just drop 1 drop of oil. And then you have your words of power in front of you, and you sit and you think about what you want to get out of this spell. And you focus your intentions onto this candle and infuse it with your intention. Infuse it with what you want to have happen. And see yourself. I've got a visualization video. Watch it. Visualize whatever it is that you are wanting out of this spell. Visualize it happening. It's done. It's happening. Light the candle, say your words of power, and it's done. Now, one question that I've had in the past from a couple of my friends is, okay, I did this spell, but my candle went out like an hour after I did it, especially with like some of these big candles. What that tells me is it's done. So so the candle doesn't need to burn down all the way. I've had votives break on me, like the little votive holders. I've had them break and shatter. To me, that's a signification of bam, it's done. So if the candle goes out, that's fine. It's done. I've done, usually I have a black skull candle on hand. That's very, very good for return to sender spells. If you think someone has done something like a hex or something towards you, or something, if you feel that someone has done a hex on you or has gossiped about you or sent ill intentions towards you, this is a very, very good spell to do. You take a black candle and just carve in it, return to sender. And I do it as many times as I can fit it on the candle. I have done it where it's just, I just do it once. And then you can make some Flying D ointment. And this basically helps this work that much quicker. It's olive oil and red pepper flakes mixed together in a little vial or in a big jar, whatever you have. And then you dress the candle however you see fit. And then sprinkle it, if you have it, with vetiver root. Vetiver root is, you can get this online. You can get it at most New Age shops. I'll see if I can find a couple links and I'll post it to the sidebar. But anyway, so have your black candle and then you carve it like return to sender, and then you anoint it with the Flying D ointment and then sprinkle the herbs onto the candle and then you burn it. And then once it's done, you wrap it in newspaper and throw it away. And so that it's done and it will be out of your life for good. So I hope this has helped you learn how to do candle magic, and yay! So blessed be. Bye.